Welcome back to the Power Wagon. As you can see, I still have no seat. Solution, I bought another seat. Problem, it doesn't fit. I kind of knew it wasn't going to fit, but I thought it might squeeze in since this one's from an older Ford. So what we're going to go ahead and do is basically chop this thing up and try to make it fit. It's already obviously not in perfect condition, but I'm going to use all the skills that I don't have in metalworking and upholstery to try to make it look fine. Let's get started.
Okay, I'm wearing my maximum safety protection, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to cut off all the little hog rings that are holding this thing on. Okay, I got all those removed, but now I can tell there's some old leather underneath this, so let's go ahead and check that out. Looks like they have some carpet stuff on here. Look at that, there's the original leather right there.
I wish I could salvage this because this is super cool, like the way it has like this texture, and I like it a lot better than the other stuff, but it's just completely unsalvageable. I mean, both ends are pretty much gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these hog rings off like I just did on the other one, and then we'll weed down just to the frame so we can start modifying that to fit in the Power Wagon. Okay, so in the Power Wagon, we have exactly 50 inches to work with. A little bit less in the front. That's okay because it will just kind of taper forward. So what we're going to go ahead and do over here, and I already marked it on the frame rails, is I'm just going to cut it off right on either side so we only have a 50-inch wide thing. The nicest thing about this seat is they used a bunch of these little crimps to put everything together. So usually anything you can crimp, you can uncrimp. So I'm trying to take off these springs here, and you can see I'm just bending these little metal pieces back off, and I even can reuse those. There we go, and I have our spring out. Get our diamond metal cutting blade tightened on here.
I was lying to you guys before, and now we have maximum safety. I can't even hear myself talk.
Okay, I'm pretty sure smoke just came out of the angle grinder, and I'm pretty sure it's broken, so... into the garage because it's gotten too dark outside, but either way, obviously as you can tell, I cut off the kind of the old part where these springs used to sit. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a 2x4 with a little 1x4 slap on top of it, and I'm going to recreate another little place for these springs to sit and still be able to push up the edge of the seat here. Okay, there we go. We got those springs on the wood there, and the seat fits pretty good. Obviously, we're going to have to figure out how we want to properly mount it to the actual cab, and we're going to need to cut this little slider handle back a little bit. But overall, it looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and start to take apart the seat back here.
We have a triple cover-up job here. We have the original leather under this, it looks like. Wow.
inside the seat, between layers of leather, we found a receipt here from, looks like Target, 1994. And then also, underneath all 3 layers of leather, we found a hacksaw blade. I'm gonna say it's a little bit used and probably not usable anymore. We gotta do the same thing on the seat back by cutting the frame. This one's gonna require welding though, because it's just like the pipe. But we're gonna go ahead and cut off 5 inches, so we're back to 50. And so we'll go from 9.5 to about 14.5 here. And this way, we will just kind of take out 1 spring and then a little section of pipe and then weld each side back together, and you won't even know it happened. Okay, so I just got the seat back from my friend Blaine, who welded the pipe frame back together. You can barely see the weld seam right there, and he painted it, and it looks good. So all I have to do now is just use some wire tie and tie some of the springs back together here, and we're all good for the frame of the seat. So basically what I've been doing is just taking pieces of wire about 6 inches long, and then you just wrap it around wherever you want to tie together. Give it a good twist. And then tighten it. And it's easy as that. And then it really, do a couple of these and it really locks everything back together. Okay, it is the next day. Last step here on the seat. We're going to go ahead and put this old foam back on as a layer. And I'm going to do 1 layer of new foam. So I just need to cut this to be the right size again. Now to actually attach the leather on here, you're supposed to use all these little hog rings, but since I'm probably gonna get to take this off, I'm just gonna temporarily tie it down with some zip ties just to keep it all pulled tight for now. On the ends with the 2x4s, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a stapler too. Oh, okay. The bench seat is done. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It looks pretty good. Obviously, it's not a perfect fit in the truck. It still needs a little bit of modification and probably some more progress down the road. But for now, I have a bench seat and it didn't cost me a bunch of money. I think the reproduction ones were like $2,000, so that's definitely not going to happen. But if you guys need to try this yourself, hopefully my video is a little bit helpful to you or just fun to watch. If you liked today's video, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Boom.